So welcome to a very special episode.
Erstebergi. Yeah.
Joining you from a strange, dark room. And we're going to play something different.
Yeah. So I met Brian Hoskins, who has designed a game. He works for Dark Yeti Games, and this is a game that hasn't come out yet. It's called PLOTastrophe. PLOTastrophe. Artwork's by Keith Chamberlain, and it's a local tabletop game company from Boise, Idaho. So cool. This is kind of a party game. They're expecting to do a Kickstarter in February 2019, and just kind of wanted to see how we do horrible, awful things to games like we usually do.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got these plot sheets, and we've got these cards.
Do I need a pen?
We need some pens.
Is this the final form of the game? Like, if I buy this, is it going to look like this?
No, that's just a box.
He hasn't Kickstarted it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a party game.
Party.
And I think the basic gist of this is it's a storytelling game where you're given some movie elements and you have to put that together into like an elevator pitch for your movie. And then while you're giving your pitch, we throw in some plot twists to, ruin your day.
So I'm like a screenwriter and you guys are asshole executives that are...
Oh, it'd be great if there were fucking dinosaurs.
No, this is a romance.
Dinosaur hookers.
It's about a young boy becoming a man.
With dinosaurs, because that's the new hotness in sharks.
Okay.
So that's the basic gist of this game, and we're just going to give it a couple of goes and see what happens.
Yeah.
So shuffle that deck of cards. I don't know what that is.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. Let's do this.
And Chris, why don't you shuffle those cards?
I love to shuffle.
Yeah.
Do some shuffle.
Every day I'm shuffling. So we're just going to shuffle these cards. Meanwhile, I'm going to read us the rules. It's a storytelling party game where players take turns narrating ridiculous, randomly generated movie plot lines while other players interject plot twist cards to throw the storylines off kilter. Narrators must incorporate each plot twist into their narration and still arrive at their self-determined movie ending.
Now, how do we know that I'm actually getting to my self-derived movie ending?
Because you have it written down on this piece of paper in front of you, and you can't deviate, you son of a bitch.
Okay, just checking. Trying to figure out how to cheat.
So, hand each player their own plot sheet. We're already done. Sweet. Individually shuffle the main character, Action 1 and Action 2 card decks. Then deal each player one main character, one Action 1 and one Action 2. So, I'm going to take my Action 2, my Action 1.
Just get one?
And my main character.
Just get one of each?
Yeah.
What this said? No?
One.
Okay.
And one. Sweet. Do I write
one at a time
down?
around the table. These cards randomly generate the movie plots that characters must soon narrate in detail. All right. So, every one of us is going to get 3 plot twist cards.
Okay.
And there we go. All right, so I get 3 of these, and you get 3 of these.
Okay.
You get 3 of these. All right.
So the first 3 cards are what our movie's about.
Yes.
The prompt for our movie.
Yeah,
And these
so...
are the fuck with other people cards.
So, you have to think of a title of your movie after, you have a look at this.
I think it would help to title it at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to actually look at my cards? All
Yeah.
right, here we go. Look at this.
Okay. So this is the
Action 1, Action 2.
The great for radio part where we silently think and write.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, you're going to edit this portion out.
We got to use both of our plot points.
Yep, so 1 is like the first part of
They
your...
have to be in order?
Yeah, you've got Action 1 and Action 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes that decision for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got main characters. It's like, am I supposed to put a name here? Or
Yeah, he's got a character name. So, we take a few moments to privately review the main character, Action 1 and Action 2 cards to get a grasp of the ridiculous plot line that now sits in front of them. We take a few minutes to fill out our plot sheets, provide a movie name, name of the main character, and how the movie ends. The notes section allows you to jot down any notes you'd like to reference while you're narrating. It's not required. There we go. Decide who goes first.
I'm still writing. I'm almost done.
So I'll go first.
Okay.
And then Phil will go next.
Okay.
And then Chris will go next. And you've got 3 minutes based on this little sand timer to give us your elevator pitch.
Okay.
At any point, the other people who aren't narrating get to throw in plot twists.
My creative side is really showing here.
Yeah, well,
It's amazing.
Yeah. I thought, who do I know that's amazing at off-the-cuff creativity?
Yeah, of course it's me.
Yeah, there is no other name.
Got it. Blew you away. That's good shit.
Oh, I'm going to change his name, though. Slight twist. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So as I'm talking, you find the sweet spot.
Yeah. You're ready.
I'm ready. Phil has to come up with his movie.
Phil's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
So these are actual movie elements.
Sure.
Brian just kind of went through a bunch of famous movies and pulled elements out and kind of laid out, I don't know, a big pile of plots.
Yeah.
And grouped them and categorized them and thought of things that would be funny. You can also have like voices. So there's different things that can happen.
I think I need to get better at my voices.
I've got my go-to.
Yeah.
Creepy kind of get in my van. I've got that voice down.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wonder why. It's the same as mine. I can do, a good burnt out, high stone character. That's what I got.
Yeah. We have our wheelhouses. And then my, of course, spot on Matthew McConaughey. I've realized that I do a really good Christopher Walken, but only when I speak Spanish.
That's weird. Spanish Christopher Walken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he pauses.
Okay.
And so do I.
Yeah.
As I'm thinking of the word for, whatever.
I just always feel like if I try to do a voice, it's going to come across as like I'm going to inadvertently slip into something racist. And I really don't want to do that.
Yeah. We're waiting on you, Sunshine.
I know. I just can't figure out how they're going to help this thing.
Wrap it up.
Gosh, just make this stupid and wild. Okay, so how is this judged at the end? Is this apples to apples?
Yours is trash, and we hate you.
Yep.
So we never pick your movie. You get last.
Yeah, my movie.
You just lost this game.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm writing this and I hate it already.
Yeah. That's it.
So then, yes,
This is a party game where there are no points. There is no winner. This is just...
We do the thing, we laugh about it.
We do the thing and we laugh about it. And then it becomes an inside joke at our next party. Threat level midnight. It's that.
Is that the name of your movie?
No.
Or is that a different inside joke?
Yeah.
Okay. I say that's a pretty good name. Threat level midnight. There you go, Phil. Threat level midnight.
It doesn't matter what the movie's about.
And we have to incorporate the plot twists?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, cool. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
As ready as it's going to be. Jesus.
So, you guys ready?
Yeah. You have 3 minutes to...
I have until the sand runs out.
Until the sand runs out.
I don't think the timer's really super
They
relevant.
never are.
Yeah, it's because we're going to be talking and not looking at it.
Yeah.
Now, if it's painful and we can't stand it, we're going to be staring at this, nonstop. I'm
Okay,
looking
cool.
at you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So the name of my movie is Magic Wand, Thunderous Vibrations. This is a young prodigy wizard boy named Billy Boulder joins a rock school, and as a gifted earthbender, he drums for his schoolmates and inspires them to form a band.
Until Medusa. Or do you say it or do I say it?
Until Medusa slithers into the scene and freezes Billy Boulder in place. So, how ironic that the earthbending magical prodigy boy gets frozen into a stone statue. So it's up to his bandmates to unfreeze him before the big concert. Now, as they're working together as a team, like you do, they start to realize that they have a voice for the people. And they're going to use their power of influence to overthrow the evil governor, Pike Mentz. Who, can't be alone with women because he's a hell demon. So, they find an ancient incantation and they unfreeze Billy Boulder. And suddenly they get to the rock show and Billy Boulder, just drums it out with his magic wand of thunderous vibration and shatters the governor into a million bits, starting at his penis.
Jesus.
You're supposed to play a card there, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Just throw one at him.
But,
it's his thing to deal
I got to the end of the movie.
It's fine.
That's what happens.
You don't need one of these.
Okay.
Thunderous vibration.
Oh, is it somebody else's turn?
So we're going to let the timer go.
Okay.
And,
Let it reset.
let it reset.
All right.
Way less than 3 minutes.
So what? Medusa slithers in and freezes the main character. All right.
Yeah. And I had to have a young wizard prodigy form a rhythm and blues band to spark a revolution to overthrow a corrupt, sadistic governor.
All right.
So
that works.
That was my deal.
You hit the points, yeah.
And his name was Billy Boulder.
Sure. Are you going next or?
I'm going next.
Phil's going next.
Yeah.
He's getting ready.
I'm ready to get this out.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
I'm going to be less than 3 minutes as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think?
That was all right. Phil should have played a card.
Why
do I have 3 cards?
Because you
can choose them.
them, and
Is it like number of players plus 1 cards, or?
I don't know. It's just straight up 3.
Okay.
And it could be there's only 1 plot twist per narration.
Per person.
But I said we could have 2. That makes it more difficult.
I like that.
Because you've got to be good at improvising and going off the cuff to do this.
If you had a party of like 8 people, you can't incorporate like 8 plot twists. No. Jesus.
So
3 I think is long. Enough.
1 is a little.
He's got rules in here for a varying level of plot twists.
Okay.
And I think that limit is because of larger groups.
Yeah.
But in a small group, it's no big deal.
Yeah. It's about the time.
Yeah.
You're not going to have time to hit all those.
I didn't find this hard at all.
Yeah.
I thought that was super easy to come up with a thing.
Of course you do.
I don't know. I didn't think it was hard.
All right, time's up, Phil.
So, Phil, I'm curious how you feel. How do you feel right now?
I don't like this. I feel like I just got like kicked a little bit in my stomach area. And I don't really know how to like blend this out. Like I know where I'm headed, but I'm still not exactly sure about how we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I know what's gonna happen.
All right. You ready?
You didn't say if yours was a comedy or a drama or anything else like that, right? No, nothing.
No, was I supposed to?
I don't know. I mean,
it's in the
little hints and prompts and stuff up there.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Look at
I didn't do that.
I don't either.
I don't think that matters.
Whatever.
That's a
suggestion.
It's like character personality flaws, bonds, that whole D&D, what's my character's personality thing, where I don't know how to play a character. So this is my default. I don't know what my character would do. So I'm going to be chaotic good. So I'm going to do whatever that guy would do.
I'm right with that.
I think that's what that's for. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit it.
Nod if there's a good one.
My movie is called Party to Save the Disco. I know. It's a movie about Janelle, a young, out-of-work writer. who's just kind of down on her luck a little bit and feeling shitty about herself in general. And she gets this invite to go to her best friend, God, I gave her best friend a name too, Jessica's bachelorette party in the California wine area.
Okay, so I'm Jessica, and I speak in gibberish, and you have to translate whenever Jessica talks.
I have to translate whenever Jessica talks?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Sure. So, she says, yeah, let's go to this party. Maybe I'll get my spirits feeling a little bit better about myself.
Oh,
so, yeah, she says, totally, let's go. So she flies into the Napa Valley in California right after the amazing fires. And they go to their hotel to get ready for the little party thing. And the hotel is next door to this small orphanage called the Disco.
Oh,
those poor orphan kids. I know, right? And the Disco is about what?
Enough about the orphan kids.
The doctor informs the main character that he or she has blank to live.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks to live?
Yep.
So my character has okay, whatever. She's down on her luck anyway, so fuck the cancer. Let's just throw a big rager and...
Hershey.
Yeah, fucking disco party! So they were at the hotel, and they're like, "Oh, what's up with the disco orphanage next door?" And they're like, "Oh man, since the kids used to pick grapes and the big fire came through, they're like super poor, and they're gonna have to close the orphanage out." And and Jessica's playing with her nipples over here, saying, "You know what we should do? We should throw a topless party to raise money and save those poor orphan kids." And Jessica's like, "Fuck yeah, we should totally do that shit.
I've only got 2 weeks to live.
I've only got, what are we going to do?" And send out the biggest invite to all the locals and all their buddies back in San Diego and LA and said, "Hey, come on up here, let's fucking party." So that's what they do, man. 2 days later, they throw this big giant bachelorette save the disco party, and everything is going pretty amazing. Jessica's got her tits out. There's kids. There's wine. Holy shit. Somebody calls the fucking cops.
Oh.
They show up and trash the whole party. She's like, "Oh my God, I was totally not giving wine to this minor." And the cops are like, "Fuck you. You totally were, Jessica." And the girls all get arrested. And they raised almost enough money to save the disco, but they were short by $1,000. So they all get thrown in jail and the disco closes.
And Jessica dies of cancer while waiting for an arraignment.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So that's the end of my story.
Wow. Yeah. Sounds like a chick flick.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
But we've got, topless Jessica in there, so, we're trying to, appeal to the boyfriends to make them not kill themselves in the middle of this shitty movie.
Okay. All right. Covered the demographics.
Yeah.
So my plot points were depressed, out-of-work writer, spends a weekend in California's wine country for a friend's bachelor or bachelorette party, and saves an orphanage from foreclosure. But I didn't want to save it. I decided, fuck the orphanage. They get busted and go to jail.
We tried.
So it's dark.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh. Are you ready for this?
No, I'm not ready for this, actually.
Let's see here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. See, this is the same as what you had.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
My movie is about Dirk Icepick DeStabio, a mob hitman on the verge of retirement. It's set in Chicago, but Dirk's life is thrown for a loop when he is hit by a city bus. Now, you'd expect being hit by a city bus to break, every bone in his body or kill him or crush him, but no, Dirk is thrown back in time.
Oh, shit.
Sweet.
And he gains the ability to fly.
However, he loses the ability to tell a lie.
Fly. Dirk, being thrown into the past, must find his way home. Mm-hmm. He spends most of his time flying about the city, Chicago of 40 years prior, looking for some kind of portal and asking around. The lying thing doesn't really come up because at this point he's just flying around.
God damn it.
But on the way, he witnesses a terrible incident. Flying high above the city, he notices his childhood best friend being brutally murdered. So his attention is drawn. He must solve the unsolved murder of his childhood best friend rather than before he can find his way home. That is the Dirk of Time.
Hang on. He saw the person kill his best friend?
I didn't get to the end.
We're getting there.
The twist in solving who killed his best friend, he witnessed the murder.
Yeah, so he saw who killed him.
He didn't see. He wasn't clear.
God damn it. Okay.
Dirk is the killer.
Oh, shit.
Hang on. He sees himself kill his best friend, and he somehow didn't fucking know that? Okay.
Wow. Wow. I did not see that coming.
No, me neither.
Wow, that's some M. Night Shyamalan shit right
I don't know
there.
how you're going to pull that one off.
It was shadowy. It was dark.
Wow.
So mine were a mob hitman pining for his retirement years, survives a horrific car accident, and travels back in time to stop his or her friend's ruthless murder.
Cool. So, what did you think, Chris?
It's hard to come up with something quickly like that.
Like, take the cards you're given? Like, I need to make a cohesive story out of this random bullshit?
No, the cards were okay. The cards were helpful. Like, give me something to start with. But actually, then taking that and turning it into something. Like, trying to figure out a movie to put these together. I mean, it can be done, but that like, it's an immediate stress. Like, oh shit, I have to think of something.
Yeah. How do you feel about the plot twists? And your dick friends, like, double whammying you with crazy bullshit.
I didn't really address the can't tell a lie one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't need to.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I wasted mine. I could have made it worse, I guess.
There's some that, like, you could really kind of screw with stuff.
Yeah.
And both the ones you gave me, like, okay, you can fly. He witnesses it from
above
500 feet up, and that's why he can't see his own face.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now we vote, and Phil wins.
Yeah.
Because that was hands down the best movie story I've ever heard.
Okay.
Had most hits in it.
Yeah. It did have the most hits.
It had gratuitous nudity.
I do like that.
And violence against orphans.
Dark ending. Yeah.
Wow.
No happy endings.
Not only orphans, but like indentured servant kind of orphans.
Yeah.
Picking grapes.
Yeah.
Destitute
Some
ones.
Cesar Chavez shit.
You know.
So, I don't know. My review of this is I like it. To me, this is a idea generation, creativity sparking kind of thing for like, how could we use this to, like, you could use this to make it an adventure, like,
Okay, yeah.
that kind of thing.
In my D&D group, we will often do a little pregame. It's usually something horrible.
Yeah.
Like
Munchkin or something.
Munchkin often. Or sometimes we'll play like some little board game like was it Arkham Horror or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Or What Do You Meme?
Oh, God.
terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be used for that. Let's do. We want to do. I got this new game, guys. Let's do that before we play. And yeah,
As a role
I would
player,
play it in that spot.
as a role player, I like this game.
Yeah.
As a DM, I have a story. I have an adventure in mind. I spend 6 months crafting this great idea, and the players fuck it up
Yeah.
within seconds
Right.
of me telling them plot hook.
Yeah.
So now I have to scramble and go, fuck, okay, fine. You go back in time and there's fucking Chicago. Jesus.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You assholes.
That's, I think, it'd be a good audience for it would be creative types, writers and people who play D&D and...
Yeah. As a player of role-playing games, I think of Phil. And, man, I'm really this is not my jam, thinking of some creative thing for my character to do. Mm-hmm. And it kind of forces your hand at that. And it's good practice, but, it puts it in context that's maybe easier to understand. Yeah. Because I've seen movies and,
Yeah, I know.
Mobsters and all that.
It's a movie, it introduces a thing and introduces the main character, something happens, and now there's a new thing, and we got to deal with that, and the end.
And the plot twists to me are you rolled a 20 or you rolled a 1 or something unexpected happens, and now you have to still do what you wanted to do, but you can't because the dice rolled weird.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I kind of like it as a... Like you say, as a pregame.
Yeah.
As a pregame.
Pregame, party game. Not something you're going to get together every Friday night and play.
It depends on the crowd and how crazy the people are doing it. I'm not super particularly... Like, my stuff it wasn't a stellar story.
Yeah, no.
I'm curious about the bottom thing. You have first plus 5, second. Is this just
so Phil got first
rank
place.
These and then we'll tabulate them at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
There's points and they don't mean anything.
Okay, cool.
So
you write down your first, second, third choice, and then you add up all the points and you determine a winner. Yep.
Yeah. I don't think that's critical to this at all.
Yeah.
You don't play this to win.
Yeah.
Play it for funsies.
Yeah. And we could keep going and have round after round. And I don't know, that's just kind of the thing.
I'm curious how much of the plot twist things are unique.
I have the same one you did, loses the ability to whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just didn't find a good
You
thing
wanted repeats? You wanted different plot twists?
Well, I mean,
He's saying what's the distribution like? How many?
Here off the bottom of the stack after I shuffled it, the player that hands you this card joins the story and speaks in fart noises, where the other one had speaks in blank or speaks gibberish or it's all kind of the same thing. I mean, it's I didn't find a good place to hit you with my plot twist things, and maybe my plot twists were junk, or maybe it's just because I don't think creatively about how to use them. I don't know.
I had that loses the ability to one. I was going to hit you right at the beginning with loses the ability to speak or sing or something as soon as you start talking about music.
You said he...
Nope, can't talk.
What was his name?
Billy Boulder.
Billy Boulder.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the movie?
Magic Wand, Thunderous Vibrations.
Yeah, I wanted to hit you at the beginning. Said he couldn't orgasm.
I was thinking that also.
Seems a little too obvious.
I was glad I didn't because the topic changed. It never came up. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to tell when to play your plot twist or what to, which one or
I am just I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going to pick one of these and hit you with it.
Yep.
As soon as I kind of get a feeling of what's going on so that I can fuck up your story.
I don't think of it as fucking up your story. I think it's just making you have to deal with another variable that you hadn't encountered.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to screw with you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
It's very much like playing D&D and the players just mess up the GM's plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
You murdered that guy that was going to give you the quest, and
The princess comes to you distraught while I chop off her head.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Well, okay. You guys go to prison now.
Yep. Now this is a prison story, prison break. Yep. You're on the run.
And we're like, not another prison story.
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
I'd like to say stuff about the box, but this is probably not the box
it's just
that
a demo.
comes in.
It's just a demo. It's obviously not going to come with sandwich bags.
He's got some decent art on the cover.
I like the art.
They did a decent job.
How'd you feel about the legibility on the cards? And the size.
I feel like the cards are fine.
Yeah, I like the cards.
They're plenty legible. I don't have a problem with those at all.
And, there's people... I like the countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing on the back of the cards
card
card
let
one,
me know
card
which
two.
card to play.
Twist 2, yeah.
I don't know that it's important if the order, if 1 or 2 has to be 1 or 2.
Well, I mean...
That's what I thought it was at first. Like you could switch the order of them.
I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe that's a optional rule.
Whatever.
Let you switch.
I feel like they were probably designed specifically to go in order, which is why they have numbers on them.
Why would you number them?
But I mean, like 2 feels like the main goal of the thing, and 1 is like
how the movie starts.
Moonlights as a professional luchador, or
Because if you take mine, if I would have reversed them,
it just wouldn't.
He's solving the murder of a childhood friend and gets in a horrible car accident.
Like this one is trains an army of dragons,
Okay.
which is but that's not like. Well, I guess that could be the whole like point of the story, but
No, I can see.
it feels like they should go in order.
If they are intended to be in order, then good job. Otherwise, let's shuffle them.
Yeah, I think this is a game.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
That's our official point. This is definitely a game.
There's games I play where I'm like, this is not.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, this isn't a game. This is not you. I don't know what this is, but this is a game. I would play this. Yeah,
I did play this. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
Well, this isn't your jam.
I'm not really a gamer. It's not my
This isn't your jam. Of games, this is like not a game I would pick for you ever.
No. But it's surprising
I
that
would
it wasn't
say,
as bad
hey
as I
Phil,
was expecting.
I have a game that Chris and I are going to play, and you're going to sit there.
Okay.
This is that.
This
game.
is exactly that.
This is that.
I'll keep track and run the timer.
Yeah, that's it. You keep score and provide color commentary.
Way better.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Brian, with Dark Yeti Games for letting us try this out and kick the tires. I hope the people who listen to us murder townspeople and do really unspeakable, awful things enjoyed us playing a different game. If you're interested in this game, you should keep an eye for it. It's PLOTastrophe. It's Dark Yeti Games. Brian Hoskins. They're going to be Kickstartering in February 2019. Look out for it.
It's probably pretty close to the time this episode will go live, so...
Here,
thanks for listening to our podcast. You know where to find us. We're on YouTube and the other thing, Spotify now.
Spotify.
We're on Spotify?
Yeah.
How are we on YouTube?
Get out of
because
town.
our podcast hosting provider has a thing that automatically posts the videos to YouTube.
Or the audio.
The audio. It's
Wow.
like a still, and then it just has the audio playing.
Okay.
Holy cow. Well, yeah, you should Google us.
Under a Spell or Under a Podcast. Underapodcast.com will get you there, or search for Under a Spell on wherever you find things that you like to listen to.